What's up guys, it's Happy and welcome back to one of my other commentaries. This commentary is going to be a little bit different. What I've got for you today is the little 100 sub special type of thing, and I think I might do this in two parts. First part being this commentary about things like how I started, where I came from, as in the gaming community type of thing, and that type of jazz. So we'll talk about that one first, and then the next one I might release something special for you guys, some GFX pack or something like that. I'm not a great GFX, I say GFX, let me talk properly. I'm not a great graphic artist, but I can do a little bit here and there, so whatever. So what happened is one of the subs asked you guys what you want to see, and I got a few comments, not many, but enough to know what people enough to know what people wanted, I guess. And most people, well, two of you, well, let me start this again. What happened is I made a video last time and I asked you guys what you wanted me to do, and someone suggested that they would like a commentary on my gaming roots and the favourite games back in the day. And things like that, and you can tell, hopefully, with my special editing skills, it'll pop up now who it is, the comment itself. So thanks, StanSSS. I actually know the guy in real life, so he's quite cool and everything, so it's alright. But also MrNeekappa, he also agreed with it, and he'd like to see a gaming background vid type of thing. And other than that, most other people suggested other things, but it wouldn't really work, or they just didn't really care. So there it is. This is the video. This is the video where I want to talk about my gaming roots type of thing. So if you ask me where it all started for gaming, it was back in the early days. As a kid, I can remember back when you used to get bathed by your mum and things like that, where you had to have your mum wash your hair because you get soap all over your eyes. And L'Oreal actually made you cry. Just want to throw that out there. I always cry from it, so when I got it in my eyes. Anyway, but I used to play there. I used to have a Sega Mega Drive, the original thing, the beautiful thing, the thing that everyone loved. It was the best thing ever, and I had games like Home Alone, a Simpsons game, and some Sonic games, the original Sonic games. Oh, the original Sonic games, weren't they good? They're so, it's just wonderful. Just reminiscing already about the games I got. The Sonic games and things like that, they were beautiful, but I never took it seriously. Because I was a kid, I didn't save, I don't know if you could save. I didn't save, I didn't do any of that type of thing. I'd only play for an hour at a time, then I'd go outside, scream around the house, knacking myself, fall asleep. As most 2-year-olds do. Well, not 2-year-olds, I won't be 2 playing games, but 3, 4, 5-year-olds maybe? Or maybe? I don't know. And then I moved on a little bit. I got a little bit more serious, I guess. Although I never take gaming seriously, because it's something to do with fun. Even if I became an MLG player, anything like that, I just wouldn't take it seriously, because I'd be serious at the time, but I'd love every moment of it, because it's just something I enjoy doing, and it always will be. It never, hopefully, it will never change from that. But anyway, I got a little bit more serious on these games, and I had, sorry, I'm licking on my teeth, man, because I just had some Chris. I got a little bit more serious, and I moved on to the PlayStation, the first one. I was lucky enough, my dad bought us one, the family one, and once again, another fantastic console. Loved most games on it. All the concepts were beautiful, the graphics and things like that. You know, you'll see Killzone graphics today and go, wow. But back in the day, you'd see something like Abe's Odyssey or Metal Gear Solid, the first one. You'd see them and you go, wow, these graphics are great. I can't believe people are making stuff like this. And I just love the games. And I have to say, my favourite game back in the day was... there's a few. probably be Abe's Odyssey. First one I just said a minute ago. Just love the game to bits. The concept, the idea, how fun it is. I hated what they did with the new one for the Xbox. Well, not new, with the one for the Xbox, where it's all third-person shooter type of thing. I enjoyed the original one, Oddworld, and yeah, Oddworld, Odyssey, whatever. I can't even. That long ago since I played it. It's been a while. But it's got to be my funny. It's got to be funny one. It had the best type of comedy, best kind of punchlines. It was all safe for the family in a way-ish. There was no swearing, that type of thing. It was just so fun to play, and it had to be one of my favourites. And even today, I still love that game to bits. If you threw at me one of these new games, Killzone 3 or Resistance 3, and told me to choose in between that or Abe's Odyssey, I'd have to go Abe's Odyssey. I really would, because the replay value is beautiful on it, and it just never gets old. And there's so many different ways of doing it. It makes your mind think every time. You can complete a puzzle and go on to the next area, complete the puzzle, and then go back to the last area you've just been to, and completely forget how you did it and what you did. And it's just one of the most fun games, and this is when I also started picking up how to save as well. But that's a different story, I guess. Me figuring out how to save and loving the idea of it. So that's one of my favourite games, and then I got into stuff like Metal Gear Solid series, the first one. Although it's called Metal Gear Solid, it weren't technically the first one. There's stuff like Twin Snakes and stuff for the consoles before that, but I never actually played them. And from what I hear, it weren't really too big in the story. It reminisces here and there, and it talks about it, but nothing that you can't figure out yourself. So that's one of my favourites as well. One of my favourite series, I often say, across the whole series. I can't say Abe's Odyssey is my favourite series just because what they did with the last one and the fact they never got to complete it. But Metal Gear Solid got one of my favourite series. Just the whole idea of the first one for the PlayStation was fantastic. When you stepped on the snow and the enemy saw your footprints, you go, "Huh, whose are these?" and they'd follow him. I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was the best thing ever. And I'd run around in circles just to see him following my footprints over and over and over and over again. And if you seriously haven't played these games, I recommend them. I don't know how you're going to get them. PlayStation 3 offers both of the games as classics, but you have to pay for them. But I don't know. I'm not going to say any other ways you can get them, but whatever you want to do, really do play them. They are great. They are fun. One of the best things out there, these games. And I love them to bits, like I say every time. And that's around about it. And then moved on to PlayStation 2, Grand Theft Auto, and stuff like that. But this is a bit more recent, I guess, in a way, 2000. Then got PlayStation 3, and then I slowly moved into commentating. I'll explain how I got into that as well. I've got some time left. I might as well. I've been rambling on, but whatever. I always often do that. What happened for commentating for me is, I don't know how I got into it, but I used to watch some of Hutch's videos, Camp Hutch. I never knew who Hutch was at the time, I never knew his history, never knew anything about him, but I knew he had a show called Camp Hutch, and it'd bring on gamers, different famous gamers from different areas, and it'd be on Machinima, and that's how I knew Machinima from the start as well. Well, not from the start of their career, but from the start of my gaming type of commentating. Oh, excuse me, that was rude. So what happened is I'd watch his videos and I'd love these people that would go on and commentate with him. And I think this is fantastic. People have been doing this for a while now, and I think, wow, why had I started this? And then it kind of I slowly moved into it. I met one or two people, and I got an easy cap. Worst quality type of thing, but great for starters because I could record, I could upload, and even though the quality was absolute shite, to tell you the truth, I'm not going to lie, even though the quality was shite, it was so fun to commentate, it was so fun to kick it out there. And then half separated, this was 2-3 years ago maybe, I split up a little bit and I went into graphics as well, and I do some recording for graphics, and that helped me be a little bit more friendly around the mic, a little bit less shy, reserved type of thing. Although I don't think you've met me completely yet, the people who are listening to this type of thing, I might be a bit different in real life, because I try to keep myself back a little bit from making stupid jokes, from laughing weirdly and things like that, just because if I did that, you wouldn't understand why it'd be funny, because you can't actually see my body, you can't actually see me do it. So yeah, you know, I try not to embarrass myself in front of the mic too often anyway. But like I say, then it kind of stopped for a while. I'd do it a little bit more. I didn't put out that many videos with the Easy Cap, 4 or 5 over a year maybe. And then about a year later, I met some other people, and we formed a little clan together, I guess. This is all going to sound nerdy to you guys, but whatever. I formed a clan together with these guys, and there were some good guys, and I met a couple of good people. The clan was actually called Rage, I'm not afraid to say it. R4GE, you know, throwing a 4 in there just because we can. But well, I say formed, but I didn't actually form anything. I just joined up and became good friends with the owners. And then one of the owners, called Scott, he helped me out a lot, and we moved into things like, I bought a PVR, we do commentaries, I commentated by myself. I got a little bit more comfortable, and I kind of got to the point where I am today. I had an old account. I know I've missed out about half a year. I had an old account that had so many active subs, it was unbelievable. There's about 30 views, I had 900 subs. I was just like, no, not having it. And I created this channel. A couple of months later, started uploading a little bit, and then a couple of months later, I'm making this video today. I know I don't put out videos often, and I bet you guys are like, no, wait, you've made another video already? It's only been a few days, it's only been half a week. I know. It's just like, yeah, I know. I don't put out videos often just because I have school and things like that. This isn't my first priority. As much as I do enjoy doing it, I don't have the best computer to do it. I've complained about this many times. I don't have the best computer, I don't have the best system. Well, maybe PlayStation 3 best system, but I don't have the best things. I don't have a boost snowball. I have turtle beaches that are broken. The headset doesn't work at all except for this mic. This is the best quality mic, because you saw, if you did watch my last video, you know, watch the last video. The quality weren't that good. That was my new turtle beaches where the ears work, but the mic doesn't sound as good. It's a bit more tinny. It doesn't sound as clear. Not as good as these ones anyway. But that's how I got into it. I started getting a little bit more things. I got these mics, I got this mic, I got my HD PVR, making commentaries, and where to today. I don't care. Like I say, this is a hobby more for me. I can celebrate having 100 subs, 200 subs, but if only 10 people are watching, even if no one watched, I wouldn't really care. If I got 1 view per video and that was me clicking it and then liking it, I won't care, because like I say, I enjoy it. I enjoy the feeling of doing it. I like the idea that I'm practicing my charisma. This might, I know it can sound silly, but this might help me in interviews later on. It might be making me feel more comfortable talking about myself, things like that. So that's about it. I've ranted on for a good 14 minutes. It take hours to render, but this is me. This is who I am. This is it. Yes, Michael Jackson. Now this is it, and I've got, like I say, I got a couple more things I want to release and do before I pack anything in. I don't think I will be packing it in for another year or 2, if I can help it. Unless something comes around that's urgent, or I just lose interest. Because I've lost interest before, don't get me wrong, but like I say, I had that year between starting up properly again. But I won't do anything drastic, and I'll make sure of that. And I got Skype coming up there, and good tackle. I enjoy stuff, and I got a couple of projects I want to put out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that will work properly as well. Because I mean, come on, you know, I know my computer's not great, but these are old games. You know, hint, hint. Don't worry, I'm not doing names, honestly. Hint, hint. So, you know, one thing I forgot to mention as well. Back in the day when Pokemon first was released, I know this is going to sound nerdy, I didn't actually play it properly. I just played it and completed it, type of thing. But nowadays I actually play it more often than I did when I was a kid, and I love the games and the whole franchise. the anime things like that I don't like watching too much because I just don't like it. After the first, second generation, if you Pokemon nerds also, we can unite. If you guys also know what I talk about, the first generation is basically the first set of Pokemon is like the 156 or something. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan, but I play it a bit more. And then second generation was up to 200, whatever. And then after that, it got a bit silly, and now there's like several different generations, and there's 600 of them you have to catch. Like I say, it got a bit silly. The first two ones I liked. The Pokemon seemed realistic. There weren't these crazy designs, and didn't try and be elegant with it. They were perfect. And I've been playing HappehHD recently just because I love the idea of it. It was the first couple of generations, first generation I think really. It was the first generation. Sniffle, I thought I could get through without doing it. It was first generation and it was the best thing ever, but that's just a little end rant. I do play more often now. So if you're thinking about, oh, what about the big games like Pokemon? Mario I didn't play often either, didn't play that at all really, wasn't a big Nintendo fan or GameCube or anything like that, so I didn't play Mario often. So if you're thinking, where's these big games you missed out? I didn't really play them. The games I've mentioned are the games I've really played often. But that was back in the day. If you wanted a more recent time, I often play Call of Duty and things like that nowadays. Just more grown up, you know. Puberty struck, yeah. But that's about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed what I've done, and hopefully wait for the second part. Sorry it was a bit long. Don't know how many are going to watch this, but whatever. I don't know what I'm going to have in the background because I haven't put anything in the background yet, so it could be anything. It could be gameplay, it could be a picture, it could be pictures, whatever. I'm just diversing now. Favourite, like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. Don't care what you do. Thumbs up to you guys, thanks for subbing. I've got something like 110, 12 now. That's great, it's fantastic. Can't wait to get to the 200 mark and release the next special video for you guys. Although every video is special from me to you. Yeah. Thanks a lot guys. Peace out.